talked again tonight.
Acting like, what's her name? Ethel?
She's hilarious.
Oh my god, those two are definitely the comedic
so funny.
fucking
Oh my god, yeah, I don't
comic
know,
relief.
whatever her son's name is.
As soon as they pulled up, I was like, oh, I forgot it was this one that they were in.
I did too. I was like, oh my god, her! What the fuck's her name? Oh, Ethel!
Would you shut the fuck up?
Hey, all you Slashaholics! Welcome to Slash Sisters. I'm Slash Sister Jen.
I guess that makes me Slash Sister Hallie. Well, if I gotta be, I gotta be.
Yep, somebody's gotta be.
And we want to welcome you back to your favorite channel for horror movie reviews by true horror movie fans.
That's us and you.
Every Friday.
Uh-huh. And if this is your first time here, well, what the hell took you so dang long, huh? But while you're here, go ahead and slash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the fun shenanigans we have here on our channel.
Because shenanigans will be had with or without you, and we want you to come along for the shenanigans because they're fun.
Yeah, literally.
Alright, folks. We are taking a step back into a beloved franchise, or not so much, depending on where like you put your favorites. Because this is definitely a lower one in the franchise.
I'm talking about a beloved franchise, not necessarily a beloved movie from the franchise. Because I definitely don't think this is anywhere near the top. Not to spoil anything, but this is the part of the franchise where things kind of go a little off the rails.
I mean, with the way that final chapter ended,
yes,
they had to figure out a way to revitalize the series, and
over and over again until. Anyways,
so what are we talking about? Well, we're talking about the Friday the 13th franchise.
Duh. And
specifically Part 5, A New Beginning.
Mm-hmm. But, Hallie, I thought Jason was dead. You know, like certified, cremated dead, right?
Well, not cremated, but definitely hacked to pieces by Tommy. And did you see him go into an incinerator at any point in time?
No.
Okay, well then I guess we have a movie to talk about, don't we?
I guess so.
Yeah. And talk we shall.
So we start our story actually with Tommy Jarvis running through the rain to get to Jason Voorhees' grave. And actually, this is really funny. He was filming The Goonies at this point.
Yeah, he was. Which is why he kept the hood up the entire time.
He couldn't make it to set to actually film this, so they filmed this in Corey Feldman's backyard with the neighbors' hoses for rain.
That explains why his glasses were just fucking covered.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, he is running through the rain to get to Jason Voorhees' grave.
When he gets there, he sees two fucking idiots coming to dig up Jason. Why?
I don't know.
Which they do, unfortunately, and then he awakens and proceeds to kill both of them with a machete he was buried with, and why was he buried with the machete?
No clue whatsoever.
And then proceeds to come after Tommy.
Yep.
Run! Run, Corey,
run! Tommy then awakens from an apparent nightmare, and we see a now teenage Tommy, played by someone who's like 25 years old.
Yeah, he was way too old to be playing a teenage version. It's the second actor playing this character, and
the last to be playing this character of Tommy Jarvis in this series. But he is being transferred to a halfway house after spending most of his life since Part 4 in and out of psychiatric hospitals.
I mean, he went through a very traumatic incident and proceeded to hack and slash and just murk.
A serial killer.
A psychopath.
Yeah.
He arrives at Penhurst Halfway House, which is managed by Dr. Matt Letter and his assistant Pam Roberts. By the way, do you know who the doctor is?
No.
If I say fedora, does that mean anything to you? Probably not.
No.
You ever seen Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade?
Yeah.
You know how Indy gets his fedora?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that guy.
No shit. That's hilarious.
Because as soon as I saw it the other night, I was like, where the fuck do I know him from? IMDb
and I had to look it up?
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. That's great.
Mind you, like, his top acting credits are this and that.
Figures.
What you're really doing here, Tommy, is preparing yourself to re-enter society and start a new life.
There at the halfway house, Tommy meets a circle of other teens, including lovers Eddie and Tina, the stutterer Jake, punk rocker Violet with that like crimped hair that's like purplish at the end.
I thought it was
only.
black. I thought it was black.
It's definitely black, but it has like a purplish tinge to it. It's probably like a blue black or something. Anyways, the serious Robin and the compulsive eater Joey.
When Tommy is getting settled into his room, he meets Reggie, whose grandfather
I love
George. Reggie the Reckless, whose grandfather George works there as the cook.
Yeah.
Man, you are one scared cat.
After
Oh, gotta split. Catch you later, there's action.
2 of the kids were caught having sex in their neighbor Ethel's property.
Oh my
The
God.
police show up, and of course Reggie's like, "Oh, the action's here. We gotta go." But
and then Ethel and her. I just got bleeped, didn't I?
yeah, you got bleeped.
I got bleeped.
Way to go.
Whatever. Her special needs son.
Yes.
Because he's definitely high on that spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
Morning, Ethel. My, don't you look lovely today?
Poor shit.
Yeah. So Ethel shows up on his bike, on the back of his bike.
Would you shut the fuck up?
And mind you, she's a whopping like 4
Oh
foot.
yeah, there ain't nothing to her. But she makes her presence fucking known in this movie, and boy is she known! I feel like if there's anybody that I can relate to in a movie, it's probably her.
The next little bastard comes near my farm, I'm gonna blow your fucking brains out. You hear me?
I think the one line that she says more than any other lines in this entire film is, "Would you please shut the fuck up?"
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Don't you come near me, Sheriff. I'm warning you. I got a bomb on me.
She's hilarious though, and every time she's on screen, she's just cussing up a storm.
Oh yeah. These two by far are like the comic relief.
Oh,
of
for
this.
sure.
100%.
You might as well have like, okay, in part 4, those 2 cops that show up that have like the freaking
Part 4 of Halloween.
That's in Halloween.
Which
Man, my brain is. At least I knew it was part 4. But like those cops that have like the stupid music behind them.
Music
Yeah.
behind them.
I mean, they might as well have clown music behind them.
But one of the cops later in this does look like one of those cops.
Yeah,
from Halloween.
you're right.
The deputy.
You're
Totally
right.
does. It's not. It just looks vaguely familiar.
Yeah, that's funny.
But after this, Matt forbids the group from venturing outside of the facility's premises and basically tells them to stay the fuck off of Ethel's property in not so many words.
Yeah. So after Joey annoys the shit out of the girls, asking if he can help with laundry.
And gets chocolate over a clean white sheet.
Yeah. He then proceeds to go and bother the shit out of Vic, while Vic is chopping wood.
By the way, the actor that plays Joey, I don't know his name. But he looks like a chubby, on the spectrum version of CT from The Challenge, MTV's The Challenge. I pointed this out to Aim when we were watching it the other day, and she's like, "Oh my god, you're totally right." like, this is Joey, this is CT.
Yeah.
Do you see the resemblance?
Vic basically just goes crazy because he gets annoyed by Joey, and he hacks him to death. Literally. Chops his fucking arm off. Like, oh, it's bad. They don't show him. Like, they don't show most of it,
They don't show
honestly.
hardly any of the kills, honestly.
No. Most of them, it's just like you see
It's
the
insinuated.
aftermath.
Yeah, it's insinuated. Vic is then promptly arrested, and the paramedics arrive to transport the body, which is...
I don't understand why paramedics are transporting a body. Like, it still just baffles me. Because they do it multiple times in this movie, and, like, why? I mean, I guess if it's a small town, it's the only transport that you have, but, like,
I think at the start of...
why is the coroner not there?
I think at the start of 4, the coroner is there.
So why is the paramedics getting the bodies now? I guess we're not at Crystal Lake anymore.
I was
We
gonna
aren't
say,
at
we're
Crystal
not
Lake
in
anymore.
Crystal Lake,
Yep,
so...
we're at some halfway house. Anyways.
But yeah, so we're treated to this just gruesomely display of what's left of this team.
Because that other, like, you got Roy Burns, and then you got Matt, I think is the name of the other
Matt's the
paramedic.
doctor.
Okay, well, I don't know what the other paramedic's name is, but that other paramedic's a fucking dick. And he's like, bunch of pussy kids, blah, 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 when he, like, shows them their friend's literal body. Like, why are these people not... Why are all these kids out here watching? Like, they should have gotten them away. These are teenagers. Sorry. Let me get baby. Anyways. Later that evening, two greasers, Vinny and Pete, are murdered by an unseen assailant after their car breaks down.
I gotta take a crap. Crap my ass!
Shit my ass!
What?
What?
What? Look, not to say that I don't want to give every single kill a fair analysis, but things start happening at almost a breakneck pace from this point on.
This ain't starting, man. You fucked up again. It ain't starting. I'm gonna kick your ass. Kick your ass. Come on now. Come on, everybody. This ain't starting.
So basically, we just watched the entire cast get killed.
Rat-a-tat-tat-tat, 2 inch. Woo! Alright, and we're off.
In the next hour or so.
And pretty much the next hour.
Yeah, pretty much. So bear with us while we break all this shit down.
At a diner, a waitress and her boyfriend are killed the following night. I love the car that dipshit drives, but he's a fucking dipshit.
Oh, he's a big-ass dipshit.
And she's a fucking idiot.
I would like Lana to go with nothing on.
She's like standing there, like, this is... There's a lot of, like, really weird random nudity in this movie.
Random nudity, gratuitous nose candy.
Mm-hmm.
It's showtime!
Yeah. But apparently, the guy that, like, he's the only one, like, shown doing the devil's dandruff on screen. And I saw some interview. He was like, I'm pretty sure I was the only one on set that actually wasn't doing it. That was talcum powder.
It actually it wasn't talcum powder. It was
something
so
that you could
in Hollywood, what they typically do is they crush up vitamin D, because vitamin D in small doses will not hurt you unless you're on the set of Wolf of Wall Street, where they got an overdose of vitamin D.
That makes sense. They got an overdose of the D.
Not that D.
Anyways.
But anyway, they're both fucking killed. And there's, like Jenny said, there's just gratuitous violence.
She's just, like, standing there, like, she opens her shirt in front of the mirror, like, by herself, for no reason. The diner girl.
But I mean, all of this is pretty on par for a Friday the 13th.
I mean, that's a Friday the 13th movie. Yeah, that's pretty normal. The sheriff then hypothesizes that Jason Voorhees has come back to life and is the one committing these murders, which, like...
You're out of your fucking mind. This is a small town, man. And small towns are supposed to be safe.
That makes no sense. He's dead. Right?
Again, we haven't seen his body.
Well, Tommy is clearly implicated, though, in all of what is going on.
Oh, yeah, fucking hands down he is. The next morning, Eddie and Tina go into the forest to have sex and smoke some of that devil's lettuce.
You know.
And then he goes off to take a crap or something like that.
To clean himself off, I guess. Or something in the lake.
Right, and she just lays there naked.
Just laying there.
In the forest.
Like I said, lots of gratuitous nudity for no real damn reason. They are creepily watched by Raymond, which we saw him earlier.
Yeah, he shows
he
up.
He shows up at Ethel's house and says he's hungry.
Who the fuck are you? What the fuck do you want?
And she's like, go clean out all the shit from the chicken coop, and then I'll feed you. Fucking crazy ass bitch. But anyways, so then he shows up and he's just like watching them having sex, and like they show someone like breathing, and so you assume that it's like the killer,
Jason,
the killer, whoever the killer may be, because we're left in the dark through most of the movie. But yeah, it's just that guy, and he gets killed really quickly. Like stabbed in the chest.
Stabbed in the chest with a knife or a machete or something like that.
Pretty good sized knife.
Yeah. About like that night.
Yeah.
After Eddie comes back from washing off in the pond, that pond water didn't look very clean to me.
It sure did not.
He finds Tina has been murdered with garden shears right through her fucking eye socket.
Yeah,
which by the
weird.
way that opened up so much, I thought he wrapped it around her fucking neck.
I
First
thought
time
so
watched it.
too. And honestly, like when I first saw it, I was like, well, if that ain't homage to the burning,
Oh, no.
I don't know what it is.
100%.
Like, I was like, oh,
100%.
that's like
I
exact shot.
I immediately thought the same thing
Right?
too.
Yeah, so he then gets a leather band, like, okay, so he finds her.
It's basically a belt.
And then, but it's like skinny. Anyways, it gets wrapped around his eyes, and then the assailant wraps it with a branch until he breaks his skull and kills him.
And
That's a
breaks the
weird
leather
kill.
strap too.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah.
that was meant to be in the final product, but it totally snaps at
Yo,
the
yeah.
very end.
Yeah, for sure. It's a brutal kill. I will give it to this movie. There's some pretty interesting kills in it.
But they're all, like, with the exception of that and, like, a couple people being shown stabbed in the stomach.
Yeah.
It's all fucking implied.
all off screen. Yeah.
It's all implied,
Yeah.
all off screen.
And they just show, like, the person with their throat slit afterwards.
Which,
or-
honestly, to be fair, sometimes that works better.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
Take a cue, Damon Leone. Meanwhile, Reggie begs his... Yeah, whatever.
Channeling my inner Ethel.
You can just put those away. Meanwhile, Reggie begs his grandfather to go visit his brother Demon, played by Miguel A. Nunez
Yes.
Jr. I love him.
Oh my God, well get your ass in here, boy!
I love him, love him, love him. Who has just returned to town, and Pam offers to take him while bringing Tommy along.
Which, like, why did she... I mean, I guess she needs to
To
get
get
Tommy
Tommy
out
out
of
of-
moving and
right.
talking. He's really not talking at all at this point. Not much.
He hasn't really said much of anything to anybody, and
No.
he's constantly fighting everybody because he's
Yeah.
confrontational.
Yeah, because, like, the very first time that he saw Eddie, he, like, fucking threw him up in the air and suplexed his ass. Anyways, Pam and Reggie are offered a whole buffet of foods, including...
You want a taco? Egg roll? What about a slice of
No,
pizza?
thank you.
Cheese and sausage?
Goddamn enchiladas!
Damn enchiladas. While they hang out in his van. Like, literally, they're all just, like, hanging out in the van. Pam included in this. With Demon and his girlfriend, Anita.
While Tommy waits around, he meets Ethel's son, Junior. And gets into
Because
a
Junior
fit-
just, like, pulls up on his stupid bike again.
He pulls up on his bike, and he sees the truck, knowing the truck is from the nut house.
Yeah, and which is, like, rich of him to fucking call them the Nut House. I mean, come on.
Pot. Kettle.
Yes.
Kettle. Hot.
Big time.
But yeah, they get into a fist fight, but Tommy runs away.
It's kind of actually a hilarious fist fight.
No, it really is. Tommy actually holds his own
Yeah.
against a full-grown man.
Yeah.
Full-grown man.
Yeah, but, okay, later we see Tommy with his shirt off, and he's like a ripped-ass fucking... He's 25 years old, you guys. He's supposed to be 17. Anyways.
But he runs away into the forest after realizing he would likely get in trouble.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
For the second fight in as many days.
Yeah. So, after Pam and Reggie leave to go find Tommy, Demon realizes he has severe diarrhea and goes running for the damn outhouse.
Damn enchiladas!
Anyways.
While using the outhouse, him and Anita sing a song.
Ooh, baby.
Ooh, baby.
Hey, baby. Ooh, baby. Yeah, baby.
First, she,
Ooh,
like,
baby.
shakes the slaughter...
Right.
The
slaughterhouse?
slaughterhouse. The outhouse. She, like, shakes it. And as a person who has been in a porta potty that someone pretended to tip on me... It was pretend.
An
It
outhouse is
act-
different than a porta potty. though.
Totally, but still. Frightening. Okay?
But anyway, she gets killed. He tries to open the door, and then he gets... Oh, look, he's been impaled.
Yeah, from the outside, like, I don't know what he was what was he even impaled with? Did they even show what it was? Doesn't matter.
It was some
Something
type of-
came through
it
and
was
went
some type of
straight
iron.
through his chest.
Well, first he got his leg impaled, then it came through
Yeah.
his chest because he couldn't stop moving
Right.
around and making fucking noise, so whoever was doing said killing could...
Figure out where it was.
Yeah, exactly. Dumbass.
Anyways, So Pam and Reggie get back to the Institute, the halfway house, whatever you want to call it, and they are told that both Dr. Matt and Reggie's grandfather have disappeared, and that Eddie and Tina never returned either.
Pam goes looking for them and trusting Reggie to Violet.
She leaves him with Violet, Jake and
Robin.
Right,
and tells Jake that he's in charge.
Right.
The
Jake's
stutterer.
the one that stutters. Yep. At this time,
Junior shows back up at Ethel's house, riding his damn motorcycle around, acting like a goddamn fool.
because he has one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they get killed real good here, huh? I mean, like honestly,
They got killed real good there, Mom. They got killed real good.
Real good, ball.
About time, you fuckwad.
I love her soup ball or her
Stew.
stew or whatever it was. Anyways,
I think they are stew now.
so Ethel and Junior get killed. Jake then gets killed. I mean, like, so Jake kind of like flirts with Robin and tries to like get it on with Robin. She kind of have it.
She's not taking the social cues.
Yeah.
And he's like, fine.
I want to make love with you.
Playing anyway.
Yeah. So, but they both get killed, and then Violet ends up getting killed. I mean, like, we're gonna just start kind of skirting over this, because basically everybody gets killed.
Reggie awakens just as Pam returns, and they discover the bodies all of them in Tommy's room.
Yeah, literally, like, everybody's body got loaded into Tommy's room. Gee, I wonder why. Gee, I wonder if it's to try and paint suspicion on someone else. Anyways, moments later, the killer, seemingly a resurrected Jason Voorhees, bursts into the house.
1 hour and 10 minutes into this, we finally see the killer with the hockey mask. And it's not even the fucking hockey mask.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Because it's got blue triangles on it.
You will notice very, very different. I don't know, maybe I didn't notice it the first time I watched it. And they think
the first
that's what
time
they're
I
counting
watched
on
it, I didn't pay that much attention.
I think that's what they're counting on. They're counting on people not paying attention. And not noticing that there's blue
but
triangles instead of red.
Well, it's red triangles on the cheeks and then the
on the forehead. Right. But this part's blue. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just on the cheeks.
It doesn't even have the red part, does it? Yeah, on the top.
But did you notice what Jason was also wearing?
What was he wearing, Hallie?
Mechanics coveralls. First and only time we've ever seen Jason wearing mechanics coveralls.
Oh, weird that you started calling him Jason instead of Jason Voorhees.
I don't know what you're talking about. This Jason is clearly doing all the killing.
This Jason?
This Jason.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, we're treated to a final girls circuit.
Yeah, we sure are.
In the acts of Reggie and Pam, both are final girls at this point.
Yeah, really they are.
Because
Which is kind of cute.
Look,
seeing them do it together.
Let's face it, when Reggie screams, he did scream like a little fucking girl.
Yes, that's true.
Reggie the Reckless. But yes, they are chased all over the fucking house, inside, outside, get to a barn.
They find everybody's bodies at this point. Though.
Yeah, but they do.
Like
They find the paramedic.
The other paramedic.
Right,
yeah.
the other paramedic. They find the ambulance.
Yeah.
They open the door to the ambulance thinking that they can get away in it.
He pours out.
He falls out.
Yeah.
Then they find Matt and Reggie's grandfather.
With his, like, eyes ripped out. Like, whoa. Whew. So now,
Reggie.
Reggie.
Reggie is on the tractor that runs into Jason.
Jason, right, yeah. Reggie drives the tractor into Jason. And then Pam kind of lures him into the barn and attempts to fight him with a chainsaw.
Which is actually ironic because a lot of people swear that they've seen Jason kill somebody with a chainsaw.
Never.
And he never has. But I think it stems from this scene where he's fighting somebody.
Yeah.
Jason's fighting somebody that.
And it's not even. It's Jason. Okay. Anyway.
So at this entire time, we are led to believe, like leading up to all of this, we are led to believe that Tommy has Jason.
Gone crazy. Like, see, the thing is that at the end of 4, we focus in on Tommy Jarvis's face. And we are very much led to believe that he has taken over
embodied the evil that is Jason.
Yeah. So now we're in part 5. Yeah. Now we're in part 5. God, that one. We're gonna have to do that one eventually too. But no. So now we're led to believe that Tommy was the one
doing
committing all these all the way up until now, except that
Tommy shows up while Jason is still trying to attack Pam and Reggie.
Yep.
So Tommy returns and comes face to face with Jason, who attacks him, slashing him across the chest with it was an axe, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Axe,
yeah. But Tommy,
I think I just watched this the other day.
Tommy though reaches up and stabs him in the fucking dick
with his buck knife.
Yep. And manages it to make it up to the loft where Pam and Reggie are before passing out.
I don't understand the point of having Tommy climb up there. I understand that's where they were hiding, but Jason was clearly not dead,
right?
And was clearly going to climb up after them. Why didn't they try to push the ladder down?
I don't
pull it up.
No.
Anyway, Pam and Reggie, who had time to regroup, set a trap and trick Jason from the loft window.
Yeah, they tried to kick
Jason.
Kick him out. Yeah.
From the loft window, but he holds on and grabs Reggie and tries to pull him out where we get treated to another Reggie scream fest. I told you, final girl circuit.
During the commotion, Tommy wakes up and grabs Jason's machete, cuts his hand off, and Jason falls from the loft window and onto a tractor.
It had a whole bunch of spikes sticking up off it. It was clearly for baling hay.
Right. But he falls onto said spikes, which kills him instantly.
In the process, Jason's hockey mask comes off, revealing that he is Roy.
Who?
Roy, apparently. Roy Burns.
Roy who?
Roy Burns.
Who the fuck is Roy Burns?
Exactly. Apparently he was one of the paramedics who arrived at the scene of Joey's murder.
Joey? All the way back in the beginning?
Yep.
The police later identify Roy as Joey's fucking dad. The one that supposedly left his
mother years ago before Joey was born.
What a fucking asshole. And determined that he went insane after seeing his son's body. And sought revenge.
I don't know what the hell happened to the father. Took off somewhere, I guess. The kid got shuffled around from home to home till he came here.
Inspired by the stories of Jason's killing sprees. So he went back to kill everyone there because one person went crazy.
I guess. Yeah.
Even though he left his child abandoned and orphaned his entire life. He knew his child was there. He knew that was his child. Make it make sense. This movie's stupid.
I think I could have come up with a better plot.
I think I could have too.
I think a goat could have come up with a better plot point than this.
Yeah.
While recovering in the hospital, Tommy has another hallucination of Jason, but he faces his fears and makes him disappears. Yes, I rhymed.
He then hears Pam approaching and smashes through the window to appear as though he has escaped. But when Pam rushes in, Tommy appears behind the door wearing Roy's hockey mask.
I have a problem with this scene, and I'm going to break this down real fast.
And yielding a kitchen knife. Yes, please.
The hockey mask would not have been with him.
No.
That's police evidence. Lock up.
How it ended up in that drawer.
With his clothes.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Problem
that
number
was
one.
Supposed to be Roy's mask, right?
Right. Yeah.
And even if it was Jason's mask, he wouldn't have that shit either because, again, fucking police evidence.
Problem number one. Problem number two. Where the fuck did he get the kitchen knife from?
Yeah, I don't know.
He was in the goddamn hospital room the entire time. Where the fuck did he get the kitchen knife from? Because it's clearly a chef's knife.
I don't know if you heard me say that, but it don't make no sense. None.
I repeat, a goat could have came up with better plot points. And again, we end the movie believing that Tommy Jarvis has gone crazy and is maybe going to take on the persona of Jason.
Maybe.
But doesn't.
No. Very much doesn't. But we'll talk about that next time.
Yes, we will. Well, the next time we cover
the next time we
cover,
cover, yeah, not next week.
No,
I can't do 2 Jasons in a row. Not right now. God, after doing all of Halloween all in a row, I don't know that I can do that again.
Oh, we're gonna run another gauntlet this
I know
Halloween.
we will. I know.
But it's gonna be a
gonna be a different
We cannot
gauntlet.
wait to show you what we got planned for Halloween this year.
Yes, just you wait.
I have a very hard time enjoying this film because it's so fucking stupid.
There's fun things about it.
No, there are, like, Ethel and Junior's on-screen dynamic between the two of them. They're hilarious banter
and Demon's hilarious.
Demon is fucking hilarious. But the killer is...
And Reggie's great. I love Reggie. I think he's fine.
Right, no, that's all fun and good. The killer's lackluster. His motive is shit. He's a piss-poor father for abandoning his son.
Yeah.
And we're still led to believe that Tommy may take on the persona of Jason.
And then he still doesn't? This movie's dumb. Let me shut you down. Sorry.
2. Straight down.
This one's bad. This one's bad.
Straight down. And we are going to
I don't
send
like
this
this
straight
one.
back to Crystal Lake because that shit was overly dramatic. And way more drawn out.
Yeah.
You
and
know
you know what? I do know what our next movie is.
Oh,
you want to know
do you?
why? Because it's another franchise, and we're gonna dig past. Well, we already did my favorite one, but this next one's pretty doggone good too. So let's tell them what we're doing next.
We're continuing down the Dream Masters.
Let's bring Freddy Boy over here
actually, I
for
think
just a second.
This is Dream Master.
Yeah. We are going to go back to the world of Freddy and Robert Englund and the Dream. No, we already did Dream Warriors. Now we're into the Dream Master.
Yeah, so it's Dream Warriors, Dream Masters, Dream Child. So this is the Dream trilogy.
Yes.
That's how I refer to this trilogy because it revolves around Alice. I think is her name.
Mm-hmm. Played by different people.
Only from 4 to 5.
Yeah.
And then it's the same character in 5, and then she gets killed off.
That's true.
But we'll get to that one.
Yes. So join us next week when we are going to break down Friday. No, not Friday. Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
Dream Master.
Dream Master. Yes. So
until then, be sure to slash that subscribe button,
stab the like button,
ringling that gray bell so you don't get lost in the mix and can stay up to date on everything we are doing on the tube of you.
And until next time, we will see you all
in the afterlife.